Wow. This is a bowler. This is a 2022 Land Rover bowler, and this is the bowler championship.
And this is your first season driving this one?
Driving off-road, yeah. I've come from circuit racing, so I've got 2 or 3 seasons of circuit racing, but first time doing this and really enjoying it, to be honest.
Yes, a few more obstacles.
Yeah, I mean the rally, I do like the open, fast stages, you know, the flowy stuff. Some of this hill rally, up and down, big rocks and things, I'm not really that keen on.
This is a Lofthouse Proto Evo, which Evolution is it? This one is the 7th Evo, so he's up on the 9th Evolutions of this now, so this is a third one back in the line. It's got an M3 3.2 E46 race engine in the midships, married up to a SADF sequential gearbox, full 4-wheel drive, running it on a Mortex system. And she goes like a bloody missile.
I know.
And she sounds, I just love the sound of this M3 engine. It's just something else. This is brilliant. And to do all these 4 stages blind, so when you do see the people, some people, outside of the track thinking, right, Christ, he's committed, and yeah, it's great fun.
Hi folks, how's it going?
Fantastic, brilliant stages.
Every driver's been saying it's really good stages today. Tell me a little bit about your car. What makes it special?
Me.
Very good. Catching the dust there, I see.
Yeah, well, a little bit, you know.
So tell us a little bit about this car.
It's a Robin Clarkson Warrior, Jaguar 3-litre V6 in it, about 240 horsepower, which, in this game mean a lot, really.
And you've had a bit of a knock this morning?
No, that's just a repair I should have done before the event that didn't quite get done.
And how are you enjoying these stages, Brian?
Oh, I'm loving every minute of it. It's just great to have a proper hill rally back. And yeah, they're thoroughly enjoying it.
How are you enjoying the stages?
Very, very good. Really good. Yeah. Neil and the whole crew just done a fantastic job. It's well thought about, it's well arrowed, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm enjoying it tremendous. I love this car, I've had this car for 12 years.
What engine have you got in the back of this?
It's a Nissan 350 Deadswell, 3.5 litre V6. It's a GSR car that was built and finished by Carl Hubel.
Enjoying the stages today?
Getting the hang of it on the last run.
Bit blind?
It's alright, no, it's not too bad. No, the first run being a bit too cautious and just relying on the tyres a bit more on that one.
Right, okay. And tell me a little bit about your motor before you got to go.
Home built Tornado, Lexus V8, and lots of jiggery pokery bodgery underneath to keep it going. 5-speed BMW gearbox, nothing fancy.
But just loads of fun.
Fingers crossed we can keep it going that way.
Are you enjoying these stages
It's fantastic.
today?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, nice and quick with a little bit of technical stuff in there, so it's good because it slows down these really quick cars. It brings them a little bit back into this sort of territory here with these boys. So
And tell me
yeah,
a
we're
little
having a
bit
great time.
about your motor.
It's a Tornado V6.
Is that
Sorry,
which
it's a V8.
V6?
Yeah, it's a 4.6 V8.
Oh right.
It's pretty standard, to be honest with you. We're a beam axle.
Yeah.
We're just giving it as much welly as we can.
Out there large in it.
Yeah, yeah. A couple of hold-on moments so far, but nothing.
Oh yeah, but look, you're all in one piece.
It's still on 4 wheels, which is the main thing.
Not too bad, thank you.
Are you enjoying these stages? Everyone seems to be having a blast.
Yeah, it's good stages today. Yeah, really enjoying them. Basically, it's an early bowler. Basically, Disco 2 axles, modified to Disco 2 axles with a Lexus 4-litre engine in, automatic gearbox. Yeah, it's all right.
So it's been reliable this weekend so far.
Touch wood, hopefully. Yeah, with a bit of luck, and it's sort of like I used to race a few years ago. So I'm quite enjoying it.
Brilliant. How's it going on these stages?
Oh, fantastic.
Everyone's got such a big smile on their face.
It's absolutely fantastic. I love these Welsh forests. They're absolutely fantastic.
We've got to go.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, not doing too bad, yeah.
I see a lot of smiles on people's faces. Are you enjoying today?
Yeah, very good, yeah. Very good event. No, it's fantastic, yeah.
And just
yeah.
a little bit about this motor you've got here. What have you got that's a bit different?
It's a BMW M3 engine, S54, so it's new in this season, so it's, yeah, still trying to get used to it a little bit, so it's trying to keep it cool at the minute because it's a bit warm.
I've seen you screaming around, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, that's the idea.
Fabulous.
I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't be doing so well if I wasn't screaming around.
Hi folks, sorry to bother you. Just checking in on everyone. How's it going today?
Well, this is our first time through with me having the throttle. The first 2 stages he had the hand throttle, and we were only 3 seconds off my brother's time on a hand throttle. So we're doing all right.
Oh my god, and tell me a little bit about your motor. What makes it special?
So it's just a 3.9 V8 with auto box with a semi-seat automatic box in it. Fox on the front, King on the back, but it's been my brother Clayton Garage, Simon Kerfoot, he turned around and built it. And yeah, it's doing alright, keep tweaking, keep messing, and it's
amazing. Well, I hope to see you at Park a bit later in one piece, that would be great.
Yeah.
Take care folks, have a great stage.
Thanks a lot, cheers, bye bye.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, good. Just trying to learn each other. It's the first time he's navigated for me, and learning the grip really.
Ah, right. It's the first time you two have driven together.
Yeah, first time we've been together in a car together, so...
Have there been any arguments yet?
No, but I'm starting to trust him now. It's the first time I started to trust him in that sense. When he was telling me flat, I was actually nearly going flat.
Nearly.
But before it, I was bottling it, so...
And I've seen you go flat on the straights when I was filming, and it really is flat.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. So he's pushing me on now, so I am going to listen to him a bit more and try and get a bit faster, try and catch up to some of the faster boys.
Any hairy moments?
Yeah, yesterday, first stage, second corner, went through a fence post, so that wasn't a good start to the rally. So it sort of knocked the confidence a bit, but we're going now, so we're confident now. So
You're back behind the wheel.
yeah, we're fine now.
All right, you have a safe stage, and I'll see you later.
Thanks, just
Take
mate. See
care.
you later.
All right, folks, how are you getting on?
Oh, fine.
Yeah?
Good, yeah.
Tell
Good
us a little
fun.
bit about this motor.
It's just an 88 with a 200 diesel in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Economy model. Doesn't cost too much to run. Yeah.
Because the fuel with
Yeah.
all these stages as well being so far apart.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you're getting through a bit. So any hairy moments yet, folks?
Not yet. There's plenty of time.
But are you enjoying these stages?
Yeah, they're good. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Hello, how are you doing? Thanks for turning your engine off.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying these stages?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, really enjoying it.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
It
they're
looks
great.
like, honestly,
Great
the smiles
ride.
on the faces coming through
Yeah,
at the
it's
moment.
great. It is fantastic to be out hill rallying again.
And it's a long old day. Have you got enough water in there?
Yeah, well, yeah, we've got bits of water. It's getting a bit dusty now.
I know, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So the highs and lows. Highs, the whole event's been fantastic, but stage 1 yesterday morning, we set off the start line and blew a boost pipe clean off the turbo, so we had no turbo for the whole stage, which was really painful. Didn't set the slowest time. Came back, put the boost pipe back on, and then went and got ourselves back up to first place in our class, which was fantastic. Amazing stage. What Neil's done out there with the technical things through the woods, the rocks, I absolutely loved it. Felt more like a trial than it did a hill rally, but the mixture of tarmac stage and the closed roads was just next level. It really was.
No punctures.
No punctures. Obviously, we've got the Davanti Terratora. Fantastic tyre, works so well for me on the Defender, and again, it's a modified production Defender, just standard TD5 in there, a few modifications from TD5 inside, sequential gearbox, lots of bits from Alisport to keep the engine cool. But today's stages have been probably some of the best stages I've driven in the UK for a long time. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable, especially the last one. I think we've set the 4th fastest time in a Shire horse of a Defender.
That's what I used to have.
They are fantastic.
Yeah, TD5.
Still showing that the B-Max or the diesel Defender has still got more to come. The power from the engine from CR turbos and Jose from TD5 inside, it has been absolutely fantastic. It really has all day. Punching well above our weight out there, we really are. But I wouldn't be here without my sponsors, Loft Brakes, Mac Tools, Protection Performance, Synchro Gearbox, Pioneer for the brakes that we've just done, Loft Brakes on, then we've got Aston Martin brakes on the Defender. No, I'm very privileged to have some great sponsors. I really am, that helped me get to where I am. Sumo Bar, Super Strong, and oil and lubricants from Sweatco, absolutely amazing.
And your navigator today, how do you find it? A bit blind, hey?
Blind's fine, so it's hill rally style, isn't it? And so that's what we enjoy doing. But the biggest shock was coming back into a beam axle again. So after being an independent for God knows how long driving, and well, Ed can pedal, and we've seen that today. It's just mind blowing how a Defender can go around the corners the way it does. So the tyres, the grip is unbelievable. I'm going to say from the wet stages. Well, I say wet stages. The grass and yesterday onto the Cat 1 is superb. But hats off to Ed. He can pedal.
So today, highs and lows, folks. How's it been?
It's been really good. We've had a nice day. It's been fantastic weather. Stages have been awesome.
Marshals have been helpful.
It's been really good. It's a while since we've been out, and we only finished the car on Thursday night, having it been mothballed for 16 years. So it's been a bit of a resurrection. But good day today.
Yeah,
it's been
really good. It's good. It's easier on the trickier sections than the fast sections, because you can see the fast sections. The tricky ones, I think there's more benefit. But yeah, it's been really good. The road book was really well done and really straightforward and easy to use. And the same with the time cards. It's all been really well organised.
Yeah, it's been a really good setup today, and here Welsh Borders has been very good. And using Brit Part over in Newtown was great. Just like to not have lost the last stage, but hey ho, they have problems and things go wrong.
We've still got 4 stages tomorrow.
Yeah, so 4 stages tomorrow, and then we trundle off home hopefully.
Yep, that's the plan.
Brilliant. With the car still running?
With the car still running, fingers, everything crossed, it's all...
Legs and arms attached.
Yeah, legs and that, no damage would be great, it's been good fun.
Yeah, really
and
good.
We'll no doubt do another one, we'll hopefully do the Scottish one this year.
A bit colder though.
A bit colder. I'd quite like to go to Iceland, but I think the budget's going to be a bit stretched. But we'll see.
So I saw you scrounge your part just now. What needs fixing?
We've already used, because the car has been in mothballs bits for a long time, our spares are also somewhat elderly, and the panhard rod bush failed. We put our spare on, but the panhard rod bush was also somewhat elderly, so that one's failed. But I've been and scrounged one off one of the other competitors, which is one of the best things about hill rallies, is that the competition is fierce, but people will help each other so that as many people get a finish. And it's the same, Dakar, it's all off-road competition. If you get rallies and that, they tend to be a little bit more restrained in helping each other. But hill rallies are great.
The
for that
camaraderie sort of makes
Yeah.
it.
It's
The hill
nice.
rally community.
It is, and there's people here I might not have seen for, well, some folk I've not seen for 16 years or so, and it's really nice to catch up with them and just have a nice time.
But I believe you two are grandfather-grandson team.
Yes.
Come on into the picture then, so I can get you both in.
I'm the grandson, he's the father.
I thought as much. That's what I
Yes.
was getting round to. And has the car survived today?
Yes.
Doing really good.
Absolutely. Yes, no problem.
Fantastic. And you've enjoyed it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Always. Something new for me.
Is this
He's
the first
never-
time you've been navigating?
Yeah, never done any rally before, but
So you're like me?
yeah, it's good crack.
Yes, in the sense of not done this sort of horsepower before.
So husband and wife team, what do you call the team?
Team X.
Team X. And how's it been going in your beautiful yellow Freelander?
It's going really
It's been
well.
brilliant, yeah. It's my
fantastic
first
day.
time doing a rally like this. I love it, it's ace.
And any hairy points today, highs, lows, anything to tell me?
Not really. No, we had a couple of moments, but I mean that's part of the that's part of the fun of the game, isn't it? Really, we had finding the edge means being on the edge a little bit and sometimes going past it. So,
It was a bit hairy navigating when someone went straight ahead and I was like, I'm sure we need to go left here. And then we turned left and there was one of the control cars like, yes, we've gone the right way.
So that means someone else went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Not bother about them.
But the camaraderie in this is really good. I'm learning that the hill rally is a kind of community, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's our first hill rally that we've done, but we've done the Freelander Challenge for a number of years, and the camaraderie, that's fantastic, because all the Freelander sort of guys mucking together, the parts are interchangeable, so you haven't got a part, somebody else can borrow it, and etc, and it's about sort of winning on the track rather than the pits. And this is
Although you do
feel,
wind
yeah.
each other up.
Oh, a couple of winds. Yeah.
That's normal, right?
Yeah, fantastic, yeah. And of course, our fairly distinctive paint scheme now shared by my good friend Chris with his Defender there, so the Team X flag is flying high.
You've got the Freelander and the Defender combo.
Yep.
That is amazing. And you're coming back next year?
Yes, definitely, yeah. We'll be
definitely
be doing this again, yeah, it's a great event,
Fabulous. What's special under the hood?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's nearly 20 years old, nearly 120,000 on it. There's no really modifications to speak of other than a slightly different back box for ground clearance and the sump guard and protection.
It's a TD4 Freelander, so it's just the standard 2 litre that you get for running to shops in.
Yeah, and it's doing incredibly good fuel economy, to be fair. It normally knocks around the mid-40s. We've used barely over half a tank for the entire event.
Now Phil's bought this vehicle for Phil. This is Phil, the driver. I'm the navigator, Neil. Phil's bought this Land Rover for the event, and he's prepped it. And how much have you spent on it?
So we reckon, all in, it's under 5,000, just under.
That's
5,000.
including buying the car.
Including buying the car, everything. Now, granted, there's no labour in that because I've done it all myself. But so $2,500 to buy it, sort of built as a rally car, but it wasn't, and then $2,500 in bits. It isn't just like every part of the suspension is new, genuine Land Rover parts. I just replaced it all, so it's not big money really.
So there's that old Brit part stuff?
No, it's all genuine Land Rover
Land
stuff.
Rover?
Yeah, genuine Land Rover stuff.
Amazing.
And then things like bottom arm, bought genuine bottom arms, then just seam welded them all around the bottom because they know they split. There's little things like that thankfully you get tips from other racers that have done this. I race older Landies, never done Freelander before, so you have to learn, you have to listen to other
So
racers.
it's incredible. So people can literally have a go on a budget.
That's the plan.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely. You don't need the big budget cars to compete. You can just buy a Freelander, modify it, put a roll cage in, seats, all the safety gear, and that's it. You can be out there playing.
The best thing you can do is make it stronger as much as you can. I'm not saying this is, but I say the best thing you can do is make it stronger.
And of course you've got to cage it. You've got to have your 5-point harness.
Yeah.
And the good. Well, for these events, they don't need to be in date, so you can get people who've got rally cars.
So, like for example, my seats have come from a very competitive Nova from a friend of mine. So they're used to him, so he sold me them cheap. That's how I can get it into the budget.
And we're at the end of day one. They just cancelled the final stage. and currently we are the leading Freelander.
I think we're leading the Freelander. All Freelanders. So.
On a 2 litre standard.
Yep, TD4.
Yeah. With standard dampers. The only thing is, I put Mintex brake pads and different discs, and we are having to manage the brakes on the longest, some very long downhills, and this last test we just eased back a bit because brake heat is a problem, and you don't want to. We had an earlier one of the earlier stages. I pushed it a bit hard, and when I got to the end, I didn't actually have any brakes to speak of, but they've come back. So
this is brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. So, what would you say to people who want to get involved in this kind of thing?
Don't go wade in with a big checkbook. Go in with some questions and ask the people who have been doing it for years.
And maybe if you're thinking about starting, you want to have a look at it, see what it's. Come along, Marshall. We always need marshals. You get a flavour of what the event is. You're helping the event run, and then next time you could be competing. I started off marshalling these events 30 years ago, and now I'm competing.
Marshals get to see all the terrain. That's worthwhile.
Well, it was all good. We had a few technical challenges, but we broke a drive shaft in stage and then got stuck. So we had to get towed back and fix that, but it's all done and got out and did the last two, which were just superb fun. So yeah, all good, and lovely Welsh weather as well. So it's always a bonus.
Smells after those last two stages.
Yeah, it was really good. Just fast flowing forest stuff with a few technical sections and stuff, which is what we're all about, you know. It's what we love.
Amazing. So on to tomorrow. A little bit of fixing still going on.
Yeah, it's a little servicing. So we've just got a 2-hour service check just now, just to check everything over, and then it's into Park Fermi. But there's nothing, too many bad noises, so we should be all right. Fingers crossed.
Enjoyed it today?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's been good. Weather's been nice. Cars have been behaving themselves, touch wood.
I've got to say, I've been watching you go round. It's insane speed.
Yeah, the nice things are good. I mean, we was in France last weekend with this one. We had a good result over there, and then turned them round in a few days, and then we're back here and touch wood up to now. We're first and second. I don't know which way is which, but we're doing alright.
So 4 stages tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, I think so. But we're servicing here, so we've got a bit less moving around. I don't know what stages they are tomorrow, but hopefully the guys will keep it together and yeah, see what's happened. Touch wood.
What have you got in this beast, for Christ's sake?
Range Rover, supercharged Range Rover out of the SVR with the 575 calibration. So
it's insane. It's probably the most beautiful car as well. We came up with the grey and orange for the livery. It's just stunning.
Me.
Is there a reason for that? Or?
No, I work for Jaguar Land Rover Design, and I'm the paint shop manager for all everything to do with design model operations. So one of my roles and responsibilities is to create colours for future model year cars. One of many, like I say, work in design, and it's a colour that I kind of like. It's nothing. It's not a colour that's actually in production. It's one that I've made, but obviously that's what I do, so I'm quite good at making things work. So when it comes to making paint,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, your car's in bits at the moment. What's going on?
We just finished the day. Car's been well behaved. It's just having the 2-hour service now, so we've got a lot to go through. Car's done some, it's done a fair few miles, quite a lot of road miles. It's took a little bit of punishment on the stages, but in fairness, we're still in it. The car's behaved itself. Just a couple of bushes that we need to change the tyres, just have a good overall sniff around it, make sure there's nothing falling off. So yeah, it's nice to be back. It's a brilliant rally. Really, really hats off to Neil. He's played a blinder. A lot of miles, a lot of good racing, and the stages today have been awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Sat down there with his cup of tea.
I can see him. Also, hang on a minute. The work is going on, and you've got tea.
Absolutely spot on in my world.
You've done all the work today, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been so... Oh, it's been terrible. All this lot I've done is just sat around, done nothing. It's been terrible.
And where's your navigator?
Yeah, yeah, you've done all the work, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went wrong way twice after I told him.
How do you find it today, you two?
Absolutely brilliant. It's my first ever hill rally. Absolutely brilliant. The stages suited what we're driving. Not fast, but they're good. And congratulations to Neil and John for getting what they've done. And the scenery getting to the stages, incredible.
I know, right?
Yeah, I've never seen scenery like it in Wales. But yeah, motor's spot on now. Somebody's fixed it. I don't know who's done it. Just some minions. I snapped a shock absorber off, according to them. They blame me. You know.
It's just the road.
Yeah. See that pothole outside? It was that did it. They've not even put any fuel in. I had to buy my own fuel.
Yeah, shocking him.
Terrible. Well, what do we work it out at? That hose is about £3 grand, £2.5 grand. Absolutely cracking.
Yeah, obviously a very broken car.
No, the car's fine.
Yeah, it's all fixed.
The car's fixed. We worked very hard to fix the car. It was broken,
earlier.
now it's fixed.
I like it. So you're drinking beer or cider?
Beer. Beer.
Jeremy Clarkson's beer, actually.
Okay, there's a plug there. Hang on.
Oh, no.
When I bought it, it was a rally car when I bought it, and had previous sponsor stickers on it, and we took those off, and it left lots of bare patches and bad paintwork, and so I got some sticky black plastic, cut some patches out, stuck it on the side, took it to an event. We've never been able to live it down.
It's brilliant.
So that's why we've ended up where we have.
What about the under the bonnet? What have you changed? Because I mean, it makes one hell of a noise and it's done half shift. What have you done to it?
It's reasonably standard. I mean, it's a 3.9. It's got a cam in it and runs a different ECU, light and flywheel. So not crazy modified. It's quite a sort of sensibly modified, lightly modified vehicle. But yeah, the exhaust is pretty much bespoke for the vehicle. So yeah. Yeah, well, got built from scratch.
Oh, really?
Built from scratch. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, absolutely, it's been a fantastic event. Looking forward to a bit more closed roads. We've done some in France, and it's absolutely fantastic to have closed public roads to join up little bits of off-road stages in the UK. It's superb. Really loving it.
We shall see you in the morning.
The advantage of machines like this is they're compatible or versatile in any class. Rallies, road rallies, tarmac rallies, gravel rallies, off-road races, side-by-side races, which is a bit like motocross. The one vehicle can do everything. Trials, Ultra 4, everything. They're fantastic.
The reach on that suspension is insane, isn't it? I mean, I've been watching it today, filming it, and it's just...
Yeah, well, if anything, I've got to watch what I say really, but it makes driving easy, because the car does all the work. It's phenomenally forgiving, terrifically powerful, blooming good fun.
So power to weight ratio, I mean, what are we talking about horsepower and weight?
I don't know an exact power to weight ratio, but approximately you're talking around 200 brake horse, probably plus in more, a lot of them, 200 is average, and then you're talking 600 kilos, 600 to 800 kilos, depending on the spec, depending on the cage. Obviously the different cages are different for FIA, MSA, etc. at different weights.
And the engine itself, what sort of engine is it in these?
So these three are Polaris XBs, which RZRs. You might have RZRs or RZRs. So it is the Polaris' own engine, which in fairness is absolutely bomb-proof. It's only a little engine. I think all these three are turbocharged. Originally they weren't turbocharged. Ultimately it stems from snowmobiles. They were in snowmobiles or jet skis. And the same machine, the same engine has been carried into the off-road racing and land-based. And it's an absolute bomb-proof engine. The way you can get 400 brake horse out of these engines, they're only sort of invariably usually sort of twin or inline twin or three-cylinder engines.
That's amazing.
And they're pretty much standard.
Pretty much expensive, I'd imagine, as well.
No, if ever you're going to get into the sport, this is the best way to get into it because it's the best. You can buy one race ready for 23,000, maybe even less. Certainly, you get a used one for maybe 12, 15, and be competitive and comfortable.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Everyone else was really worried about the big ditches, and you were just like, no.
The rougher the better. The rougher the better. You just fly the rougher stuff. You fly it. If you can ride them like a motocross bike, and if you can blip it on the uphill, you can clear stuff. And the other stuff, if you can hit it fast enough, you'll clear it anyway. You can cut the corners because it just lifts, like you say with the travel, it lifts a wheel and just takes that corner rather than kicking you out. Terrifically versatile and very fast.
It's still four-wheel drive.
Yeah. They work on a peculiar four-wheel drive system, predominantly rear-wheel drive, and then the more throttle you engage, the more it engages the front differential. So yes, four-wheel drive, but when you really gun it, it's sort of electronic, but it works in a way that the more throttle you give it, the more it engages the front end. So if you have the confidence to drive it hard, the harder you drive it, the better they are. So the more you gun it, the more it'll pull you through the corner.
have it, the man himself, Neil, in the Kerry stage, final stage. So tell me, how's it been for you? Let us know a little bit about setting this up and how it's gone.
Well, it was very stressful start of last week and very stressful Friday afternoon of the first stage. It's a new event, never been done before in the UK with closed roads, so you know there was a lot of things that could go wrong, but fortunately we were fairly lucky with the weather, and we were fairly lucky we didn't have too many incidents, and the landowner on the first stage on Friday did seem to be happy at the end of it, even though he'd lost a few gate posts.
He did lose. I saw one of the bowlers took one out, didn't they?
Yeah, car 425, he will be getting a bill for that, but which is all part of the, you know, if they damage it, they do have to pay for it.
So the competitors seem to have massive smiles on their faces yesterday with the stages yesterday. Why was that?
I think it was, well, we've set out stages that are a mix of traditional, proper off-road, technical stuff and some fast bits, and you know, it was a good combination of both of those two that I think made the stages what they were.
Yeah, because they were saying it's a good leveler, because even if you haven't got the fastest car, because of the technical bits, it meant that you could pick up some technical points. And
definitely, yeah. When it's rough and that, the big boys can't get the power down, so that the little guys that can drive off road benefit from that. And some of the stages, like the first stage, 2 stages on Friday, and the first 2 stages for this morning in Welsh Pool, were brand new, have never been driven on before.
So these drivers, the drivers and navigators are going out blind, aren't they? Does that make it sort of unique?
Yeah, in this country we tend to drive hill rallies, have always been traditionally been driven blind, and again that's a leveler. It's just knowing when to apply the power and when to hold back. In France they do recceing. A lot of people say that recceing makes it safer, but the problem is with recceing that you've always got people out the week before on quad bikes, and not everybody respects the roads and the property as they should do. So new event, I wasn't going to risk trying to have reccees as well. It will be driven blind.
And without trying to jinx it, I'm going to touch wood before I say this, there's been no big issues so far this weekend?
No, I think it's all run fairly well. We pulled the stage, took the decision to pull the last stage yesterday purely on the grounds that it would have made it too long a day for everybody, and people were getting tired, and when people get tired, accidents happen, and you've got to consider the welfare of everybody, the marshals, the competitors and the organisers. And I know for a fact last night I was getting hungry.
The marshals have been particularly they've shone this weekend.
Yep.
The drivers have been very complimentary about the level of marshalling. Have you got anything to say about them?
Yeah, I thank all the marshals for giving up their time, everybody that's given up their time freely for this weekend, and all the sponsors and all of the organising team. I think you've all done a great job, and I would like to thank everybody personally.
So next year this is going to happen again. What would you say to anyone interested in coming?
I'll take the 5th. I'll definitely take the 5th on that. We'll see. I mean, I know everybody wants it to happen again, and I've had 4 different people tell me that it's a French event in the UK, which that's what I wanted it to be. So yeah, let's watch this space.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Neil Rogers.